Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. I just want to do a quick shout out and say thank you to everybody for liking and subscribing to my channel. And please definitely share the videos or the messages if you feel like there's another Aries out there that should hear these messages. Of course, I'm also going to guide and direct you to your moon and your rising as they may resonate with you guys a little bit more. I know that we recently had Venus in Aries, so that might have been tough for you guys. And, oh, interesting. Might have been tough for you guys. So we're just going to jump right in here and see what's going on. All right. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see. Two more, universe, for Team Aries. Two more. Thank you. One more, please. Oh, here you are, the Emperor. Actually, these are really nice cards, guys. I know it's been really difficult for a lot of you, Aries, and you haven't been having like the greatest of love readings, and hopefully that's going to change. But I have been feeling that something going into spring, summer is very blessed for you, Aries folk. So this might be right about the time where you could be feeling those blessings coming in. Because right off the bat, I'm seeing the Four of Wands, a King of Wands, which is you guys. There's nothing but wands here, and Aries, that's what you are. You're the wands. You're the wands of the tarot family. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. In the middle of the month, you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents a wedding, a marriage, a ceremony, an invitation, a party, a proposal, if you will. The Moon. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or there's information that has not been revealed to you, secrets, things going on maybe slightly behind your back, things that you are unaware of. And when I say things going on behind your back, sometimes they're not negative. They could be positive. Somebody could be planning a proposal, so it's like a big secret. King of Wands. This is either you, Aries, or you're dealing with another male Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Five of Wands to finish out the last week of March. This is competing with somebody, like a healthy type of competition. So you're competing for an affection of somebody, or you're competing, and you could be a single person, you could be the single Aries, and you're going out there and you just feel like it's very competitive. There might be somebody that you're interested in at work, and then there's two of you competing to vie for this other person's attention, something along those lines. We're going to go in and clarify everything, and then I'm going to get down to the deep dive and see how the story unfolds. The Emperor. The Emperor is very much the card of Aries. You could be dealing with another Aries or an authoritative figure, somebody that's older than you. Your age or much, much older, almost like a father figure who could be actually a mentor to you of some kind. And then the Empress, giving birth to something, whether it's a new relationship or literally giving birth to a child, or getting pregnant, or talking about having a family altogether. If you're single, this is an amazing omen, and very much somebody like this is coming into your life. And even though that you feel that, it could be, things could be a little bit competitive, you still have that fiery edge that's going on. You do not know, though, what is going on behind the scenes. And sometimes to an Aries, that could be a little bit difficult, because Aries people always want to know where they stand in a relationship. And if they don't feel secure in a relationship, they may either, one, act like a little nutty, or two, just back off completely and be like, all right, I give up on this scenario altogether. But you shouldn't. I mean, starting out here with the Four of Wands too, here's another thing I'm going to say. If you're single and you get invited to a wedding, you best go, because there's a high chance of you meeting somebody there that is meant for you. And I don't mean just like a fling or something. I mean something serious. And what's crazy is last night I had a dream about myself getting married, and it was to somebody that was a friend, but I really wasn't in love with them. They were just like a friend. But then as I was nearing the wedding, the day of the wedding, that friend turned into somebody else. And I was madly in love with the person that I was actually marrying. But why am I telling you about my dream? Because it was insane. There was this all over the walls. The horns of the Aries, the symbol of the Aries was all over the walls. It was the craziest thing. So this morning I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't do the Aries reading yesterday and I'm doing it today, because I almost felt like I had a prophetic dream for you guys. It was insane. But anyway, let's get into it. So I'm going to read now for two camps. The camp where you are, you recently met somebody and your relationship is going into another level, or you're single, totally single. Why is the Four of Wands here? Please clarify the Four of Wands. Thank you. Oh, guys, this is way too many. I have a rule. 3 and under, okay. 3 and above, no way. There we go. The High Priestess clarifying the Four of Wands. This is using your intuition regarding whatever this is. So if you're getting engaged or proposed, and I'm going to say this too, it was slightly reversed. So a lot of this could be telling me you're not using your intuition regarding this wedding or this engagement or this proposal. Or if you are single and you got invited to a wedding, the best thing for you to do is to go. But for some reason, you're ignoring your intuition. There's something about this that's nagging at you, and you're avoiding it. There's an issue you need to deal with, and you must deal with it. You should, because it's going to come back, and it's just going to keep nagging at you. Now, here's the other interesting thing. The High Priestess is also another card of Pisces. Right next to the Moon, another card of Pisces. So when we talk about Pisces, what is Pisces? They're a watery figure. They're also the fish. They go this way and they go that way. They ebb, they flow. They go with the tide. So this being in reverse, you must understand, and I'm hearing this very loudly, Aries, and this is a very specific message. You must know your audience. You must know who you're dealing with, what they're capable of doing. I don't know why I was told to tell you this, but I'm telling you this nonetheless, because there's a lot of information that is not being displayed to you right now, and that's a little concerning for me, and that's the only part that's concerning me. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Why is the Moon here? Too many. The Moon, please clarify the Moon, please. The Moon, please clarify the Moon. Thank you. Queen of Swords, Chariot. You did have two more that came out, and I'm going to take them only because they tell me a little bit of a story regarding the Moon. And the Moon, because it's not very forthcoming with information, because these are secrets, things that are being done not directly to you, but they're behind your back, or they have not been illuminated to you yet. This is probably why you have the Queen of Swords. Or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, a female in your lives. And there's something that it is regarding her. If this is you needing to take this energy, this is telling you to start using logic and start using your mind. And then the knife is there for a reason. She slices and dices, and she's like, you know what? She looks up at the butterfly, understanding what happiness is. She knows that. But she also knows in order to get there, she needs to use her knife to cut the bullshit out. Because you cannot ignore red flags. You just can't, Aries. So if you see a red flag, it's time to slice and dice it away. It's got to go. Now you also got Eight of Wands, messages. And these messages are coming in quick. And let me tell you, this is a reading for right now, mid-March to the end of March. So you're getting messages very soon. You could also be receiving messages from this female. And this, you also have the Eight of Pentacles. So this could tell me this is going on in your work zone or in your work realm. And somehow work is affecting you. With the Chariot. Interesting. Cancer. Sometimes this is also considered the Cancer card because of the Moon, even though it's Pisces. Anyway, I digress. whatever it is, this is fast charging. This is fast charging. This person is coming either in with messages, or this is you needing to do something to communicate very quickly what you like and do not like. Because to me, this is positive and this is negative. But this is you rolling ahead with your plans, moving ahead. Because you're working towards a goal. There's a specific goal that you've worked towards. So you're just going ahead. Even though you don't know all the other things that are going on behind your back, or the whole entire truth has been illuminated to you, you're still charging ahead. Because you work towards this relationship. You work really hard for it. You fought really hard for it. Now, if you're single, this is you working too much. Keeping your head down. Not really getting yourselves out there. You have not done shit all. Okay? You've been just, cracking the whip, working at home. You've been very logical in all your approaches. But now it's time to get out there. It's time to literally text your friends, get in your car, and go. Because the Chariot's in car. This is messages. This is text messaging. This is emailing. I don't care if you're sending out pigeon mail. You've been working too hard. It's time to go. Stop. Stop with the wands, which is just work, physical activity. Stop with trying to ground yourself, collecting coin. That's it. Use your logic. Get yourself up, get yourself out. If there's stuff that you're not aware of, the only way you're going to find out is if you go out and figure it out. Because it eventually, what happens when it's dark out, when it's the moon out? The sun comes up and things get illuminated. King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Well, that was fast. By the Ace of Wands. So, okay. Either you or another fire sign is offering you forms of love and passion. This is the Ace of Wands. And this is the beginning of something new, something creating of something new. And when we say creating, it could be something that, we're very passionate about. So it stands to talk about, the relationship that is coming towards you, and it's brand new. So if you're in a relationship already, there's going to be some form of new passion coming in, or reinvigorating new passion. And it has everything to do with another fire sign, male, in your lives. If you're the fire sign Aries watching this, this is you doling out some of that passion, getting into a new relationship or starting a new relationship that you're very passionate about. And to me, I'm feeling vice versa, because I'm seeing a seesaw, so I'm almost seeing it, but it's leveled, so it's almost like it's balanced. It's like balancing itself out. Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? Please clarify the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands we talked about it's semi-challenging. Of all the fives, this is to me like the least painful, because fives talk about changes. But this is talking about competing, going out there, vying the attention for somebody else. And you could be in a relationship where you feel like you're vying for his attention too, because he's constantly working or he's doing something. But either way, I'm pretty sure you're competing for this person's attention with someone else, because you have the Three of Pentacles. So, there's a third person that's definitely involved. That's for sure. And then you have the World in reverse, which means there's no new phase. There's no new cycle just yet. And it's because there's a third edition here. The third edition needs to go away. And it's not that it's you're in this place where there's cheating or anything like that going on. It's just that there's two of you vying for the third person, because you are definitely competing with somebody else. And until that third person leaves, can you start a new cycle? Can you start this new phase? That's why in the previous card, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about passion. So you're definitely passionate about somebody. You definitely have your eye on someone, Aries, that's for sure. If you're in a coupled relationship, there's a third person that's getting involved in your lives. And I don't feel like it's in a cheating type of way. It's just that there's a third person that's taking energy away from your relationship, whether that's work or another person like their boss, or it's a child or a parent. There's a third energy, and I'm going to call it an energy, that's taking away from the current relationship, that is sort of zapping what's going on. And that's more or less why I pretty much understand why the High Priestess was in reverse. So now I see the story unfolding for the couples, and I see what's unfolding for the singles. Okay, why is the Emperor here? And a lot of you, there's somebody that this is work. Because I have the Emperor here, I have the Eight of Pentacles here, I have the Three of Pentacles. So this is something going on down in the workforce. And if you're in the coupled relationship, there's something in the work zone holding your other significant person back. The Emperor, why is the Emperor here? Please clarify the Emperor. The Emperor for me usually is the boss. So let's see. Yeah, another 5. There's something going on where there's like you're in this position of change. Now, when these are the clarifiers. This isn't what actually is, because these are the what's actually is. This is just telling me why this is here. Why is this gentleman here, or is this you? So the 5 of Swords here tells me winning, but at the cost of something else. So it's like bittersweet. Sure, yeah, you won the challenge, but then you lost the relationship. That's just an example. Now, what's going on with this person is you're probably being offered something, but it's going to cost you something else, this offer. So it's not like it's a win-win. There's a win-loss here. Although the win is greater, there is a loss. And this applies for both of you. Even if you're single or you're in a coupled relationship, you're going to have to sacrifice something if you're in a relationship, folks. And if you're single, you might be interested in your boss, and you're going to have to quit and find another job because you're going to get into the relationship with this person. Sure, you won the relationship, but you might have lost your job. It's something to that effect. Why is the Empress here? And this is probably why you need to use your intuition also. Interesting. The Empress. Why is the Empress here? Please clarify the Empress. Interesting. So this is birthing something. So maybe you want to start a family if you're coupled up, or you just got pregnant and now you want to get married because you are I just saw that now, like you're pregnant, so now it's like you need the engagement and the marriage. As I said before, if you're single, this is a great omen. This is the birth of something new, pretty much a new relationship, and it's pretty almost immediate. Now, I got 3 cards and they were all in reverse. The 3 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, the Justice in reverse. This is very interesting. So let me get into this. Now, this deck that I use, it's called the After Tarot. So this tells me after you do something, and then this is what happens after you do it. All 3 in reverse off the bat tell me that this is something that's gone on in the past. This isn't coming up. This isn't something happening, because these are the clarifiers. So this is brand new. This is the birthing of something new. So it's making me understand why this is here. In the past, you did not have justice regarding your love life. So you might have been in a karmic situation and your heart was absolutely slashed in half. You were really... You really were profoundly in pain. Now, mind you, you see the swords are out. They're gone. They're not in the heart. And now the heart is bandaged up, so it's healing. The swords are gone. The heart is healing, and it's in reverse. So it's something that you had to deal with in the past. And there was a lack of justice regarding that relationship. So it might have been karmic, guys. And you had to go through it to learn a lesson. You were up at night. You were stressing. You were slaying demons in your dreams, in your sleep, and you couldn't sleep. You were up just slaying all night long. But in the reverse, this was something that, you had you up at night. And this is definitely in the past. And you're healing from that profound pain. because there was a lack of justice regarding your past relationship. Even if you're in this coupled up relationship, there's something about your past that when you were profoundly hurt and it had you up at night, this pain, you're still carrying it with you. And it's making judgment calls for you today. This is why you had the High Priestess in somewhat reverse. Because you think that this is something that could happen to you again. So you're trying your damnedest to avoid it. This is not meant to repeat. You had that karmic relationship so you can learn from it. So you can go ahead and slay those red flags. Slay the bullshit. Like the moon, not knowing things. What's the best thing you could do? Is be this Queen of Swords. And get to the bottom of the truth. Because this is truth-telling. You know, I just would like to talk a little bit more about my relationship. You know what? I've been working so hard and keeping my head down, I haven't been paying attention. So now it's time to communicate and move forward with my life. Absolutely. This is no more. And that's why it's in reverse, it's in the past. This is what's new, the greatest omen of all. And this is what's in your outcome position. So, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, any other messages from my Aries folks? Aries. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. There you go. That's it. When I said it's a great omen, birthing something new, whether it's a new relationship, a new child, a new whatever, you're not destined for this. This was something you had to go through. And you did it. You're done. It's over. Now the universe is going to reward you and bring in your soulmate. Even if you are in a relationship, it's like the dream I told you earlier. You know, it was like I was, in the beginning of the dream, I was marrying my friend. But at the end of the dream, that friend turned into somebody else. And it was somebody I was madly in love with. So it's if you begin from learning something from past relationships and moving on to something far greater that the universe now knows you deserve, because in the past there was no justice for you. There wasn't. So now they're bringing it in. Your soulmate has been called forward. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please like and or subscribe. Please share the video too for any other Aries that you think needs to hear this message. And until then, bye, Aries.